Outlet pass for Rick Nash. Nash now tries to slip to the fence and walk in. Nice move. Another nice move. He scored. What a goal. It doesn't get any better than this.
As he plays to the point, instead, he works his way back free. Granlund fires, score!
Hello and welcome to the Puck Drops Here podcast. I'm your host, John Crawford, along with my brother Howie. Here, episode number 12. Howie, how was your week? How you doing? What's up?
What did I do this week? Oh, I had my legs done. I had my sleep study thing done, and last night my neck nerve was very angry with me.
Nice. That's very nice.
Yeah.
Well, what did I do all week? I looked for work, and I didn't do a whole lot. I went to the movies.
Well, I heard Walmart's raising their wages to $11 an hour now.
Ooh.
So you might want to run down there.
The Walmart greeter.
Yeah, you could be
Give out the stickers, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, I might.
Be one of those real cranky guy ones.
Yeah.
Get your stuff, get the hell out.
Yeah.
Get your stuff, get out. Get your stuff,
Here's
get
a
the
card.
hell out.
Here's a card.
Cram it, clown.
Yeah.
Very specific cram it, clowning.
Other than that, not much has been going on. Martha and Haley have been, wedding planning stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spending money.
Spending money.
Yeah. See.
Yeah. Weddings will do that to you.
Yeah. This one is. So, all right. So, hockey news, Howie. We have hockey news. We've got a couple things coming up. We've got AllStar Weekend coming at the end of January. In a couple weeks.
Yeah.
They put the rosters out now. I guess you haven't seen those, right?
Oh, yeah, for the All-Star Game. I didn't see anything, though, about celebrity coaches or anything.
I did not either. So maybe they have done away with that?
Which is very disappointing if they did.
All right. Probably because of our contest and they couldn't get a hold of those celebrities.
those high-quality celebrities.
They couldn't come up with the higher ones than what we had.
Oh, they're all dropping dead, too.
So anyway, they came up with their rosters. It's pretty much like the Pacific is pretty much the Kings in Las Vegas versus versus like in the East, the Tampa Bay and Montreal or Toronto.
Well, there has to be someone from every team. Just that
Well,
what,
L.A. has
Vegas has 2 players, Fleury and Neal.
they have more than 3.
No,
Yeah, they do.
no.
Oh
Vegas.
no, well their coach. I'm counting their coach.
Okay, okay, yeah.
The Kings have 3.
Wild just have Stahl, and that's it.
Yeah, that
I don't like the way they do this thing. One, I think they should just get rid of the damn thing.
well,
We've had this before.
I don't mind it. We go through this every time, and I really don't. I don't mind it. I just don't like when they do it. I think right in the middle of the season is not good. It's just not good.
They should put the game of the season.
Yeah, if somebody gets hurt, you're hosed.
Yeah.
In the studio, come to visit.
But I would like to see them, though, if they do it at the end of the season, because the thing I don't like about the All-Star game, too, is that every game's like, 23 to 14 or something like that.
Right.
I'd like to see them put together, like, an actual quality team and actually have to play. They play for something.
Well, but at the end of the season, right? So
At the end of the season, because you're going to have full-on hits and whatnot at the end of the season. It's going to be something to where it's going to be intense. You've got to have them play for something. What that is, I don't know.
it would have to be
Pizza party or something. I don't
It would
know.
have to be a pizza party and a trophy, right? One of those little.
Yeah. Well, no, everyone gets a trophy.
Oh yeah, everyone gets a trophy. Yeah.
Be politically correct.
Loser has to pay for the pizza.
Yeah, there you go. Loser pays.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone gets their little participation.
Yeah.
trophy.
They have a little ceremony and everything.
Yeah.
Little Johnny Quick gets a trophy. Come on up here.
Oh, Johnny Quick.
So that's coming up on the 26th through the 28th. We do have another outdoor game coming, but that's in March 3rd. The Stadium Series with Toronto and Washington, and which is in Maryland, Annapolis, Maryland. And then we have the trade deadline coming, which we'll probably talk a little bit about that when we go through the standings, because
Deadline here in a matter of weeks.
yeah. Well, it's on 2/26, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we still got a good month to go.
Right.
And the only thing we've really seen so far is Montoya moving
Well,
as of late, right?
Well, no, there was just that trade the other day between Chicago and Arizona.
Oh yeah.
And that's been about it. It's been a very quiet year for trades.
It really has, but it'll be interesting as we get closer to the trade deadline and seeing where everybody falls in the standings, because a lot of the standings, it's just so tight this year. I don't know what moving.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Yeah, it'll be interesting who's going to be willing to make that move to see if they can up the game per se.
Right.
To get higher in the standings, because even now it was a little bit more. It was spread out for a while, but now even the Central's starting to tighten up.
Right. So you're right. It'll be very interesting to see what teams are going to be able to, what they're going to be giving up to try to get higher in the standings.
Yeah, because even on the Central, between first and sixth place is only a 9-point difference, which is not much.
Right. And then we have something very special happening tonight at the Kings Anaheim game.
Yeah.
Bob Miller is going to be honored tonight, and he will have a statue unveiled outside the Staples Center. Along with
they're-
a... Huh?
They're putting a statue up of him.
Yeah. A statue and a banner will be raised tonight. So it should be pretty cool.
Little Bobby Miller.
Yeah, little Bobby Miller, and he'll get his little trophy. Participation trophy.
Yeah.
And then the only other thing that I see on the schedule that's coming in April would be the first day of the playoffs, which is on April 11th.
Right.
And then not on the NHL schedule, but on our schedule in April is you coming out here, and we'll be doing a show together.
Yeah. And to answer your earlier question, no, Nashville does not play tonight, nor did they yesterday, nor do they tomorrow, so Pete Weber could be there.
Ah, yeah. Howie and I were discussing if Pete Weber would be at the Bob Miller ceremony, and he may be. So that would be cool if he could.
He was the color commentator.
In L.A., yeah. And now the radio announcer for the Nashville Predators.
Late 70s?
Something like that.
I remember watching SCTV, and then we'd be waiting for that to end so the Kings game would start on Channel 9 or Channel 5.
Or at KTLA. And that's all I've got. Do you have anything more?
No, I do not.
All right. Well, let's move into the standings then. Let me just pull that up. Starting in the Atlantic. Tampa Bay leads that division with 65 points. Look at their goal differential. 49 points.
I think I have that on mine.
Really? Oh, goal differential you don't have?
Oh, no. Yeah, it's on me.
Yeah.
I got to put my phone sideways to see.
Right. Then in second, we've got Boston with 53 and Toronto with 53.
Boston's come a long way, I'll tell you.
They have.
Have really turned things around.
They have. Although they just had that overtime.
They're going to be one of those teams, I think, that may be quiet during the trade deadline. They might make a few tweaks, but I don't think they will.
Who, Boston?
I think with the turnaround they had, I think they might be happy with what's happening.
Well, as of late, I mean, they're playing pretty good right now. Excuse me. I don't know if I'd make any changes. Then we have Florida with 42 and Detroit with 41, Montreal with 40, Ottawa 39, and then Buffalo down there at 31. But fairly tight from 2 all the way down to 5, right?
Yeah, I'd say, yeah.
Or 6. Even.
Yeah, 2, 5, 6.
Yeah. So fairly tight still.
Sure Montreal will be an interesting team to watch during the trade deadline.
Well, they've already made so many changes.
I think they're going to do something else, but I think they're going to do something big this time because I don't think they're happy at all with what's going on there.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know. Yeah, that's a mess in Montreal, but they're not out of it yet. I mean,
Ottawa's been very for me this year.
Yeah, Ottawa's been strange. All right, let's move into the Metro.
In the Metropolitan, we have the Washington Capitals up on top with 59 points, which I'm actually surprised at how well they're doing with as much as they got rid of during the offseason.
Yeah, they're doing really well. They're playing
Yeah.
good hockey right now.
They are followed by Columbus with 53 points. Sitting in third are still the surprising New Jersey Devils with 52 points.
It's amazing.
Yeah. They are trailed by the New York Rangers with 49 points. The Carolina Hurricanes with 48 points. The, I guess you could say, struggling Pittsburgh Penguins with 47 points.
I'd say struggling, but they've won their last two now. So
I wonder if they feel bad about letting Fleury go. We held on to the wrong goalie.
yeah.
Philadelphia, 46 points.
Yep, and starting to play better.
Yeah, and the Islanders in eighth with 46 points. But there again, this division, I mean, it's the whole thing is tight.
Yeah, it's a pretty tight division. So anything can happen. And this is a good division that will be interesting to watch come trade deadline to see if anything happens here.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, I think it was the beginning of the week. I think the Islanders were sitting in fourth. Now they're in eighth. I mean,
right.
Everyone's just bouncing around in there.
Right. All right. So over in the Central, we've got Winnipeg on top with 59 points. This whole division's tight from top to bottom.
Strength seeing Winnipeg up on top.
Yeah, Winnipeg on top with 59 points. Nashville with 56. St. Louis with 55. Dallas with 51. Chicago with 50. Minnesota with 50. Colorado with 47. And I'm not leaving Colorado out of this because they're playing. They've won their last 5. They're playing really good hockey right now, and have found themselves back in the hunt.
It's surprising because it's like with Colorado, it's like who the hell plays in Colorado?
They're winning. They're winning. It doesn't matter.
They don't really have any big name players at all.
No.
I mean, probably I think now the biggest name they have out there is Varlamov, and that's it.
Yeah. But they're playing good. They've won their last 5. They're at a plus 11.
At home.
Oh yeah, at home they're awesome at home. So this whole division, now come trade deadline, this division, I don't know if any of these teams are going to make moves.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if they do, it's got to be for a big key player.
Oh yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Man, it's so tight. I'd hate to be in this division. Howie, that's got to feel terrible. Everybody's so tight.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
Then we go to over to the Pacific, and on top still, head scratcher.
Yeah.
You have the Vegas Golden Knights.
Right. Let's stop right here for a second. Vegas Golden Knights. Did you hear the latest about their name?
No.
Well, apparently, because of the Golden Knights, is also being used by the U.S. Army.
Right.
So there's
I know the whole controversy was during the whole name thing anyway.
Right.
Is it stirring up again?
Yeah. Yeah, stirring up again. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen.
So because they're playing well and they're getting more, I guess, recognized now. Mm-hmm. Now the Army doesn't like it.
I guess so.
So if they sucked, it'd be okay.
I don't know.
You know, the whole name thing is just it's just because they use Golden Knights. I don't think anyone's going to confuse that with the U.S. Army.
I don't think so either. That's
You know,
why I don't think anything will happen.
Why is there not a big controversy over the Cardinals and the Cardinals?
Right. So,
You know,
I don't think anything. You know,
you say the St. Louis Cardinals, everyone knows you're talking about the baseball team.
right.
You know, and even when they played in the same city, when they were both in St. Louis, why was there no controversy then?
Right.
But I remember too, years back, there was a big to-do over Little League teams using the names of actual Major League Baseball teams.
Really?
Yeah.
Where, out in California? You talking about?
I don't know where it was, but yeah, that was a big hoo-ha thing too. It's like, you know, I don't think Billy's Dodgers are going to be mistaken for, you know, the LA Dodgers.
Right. Right. Anyway, I just wanted to bring that up. Let's get back to the Pacific here.
Yeah. So Vegas is on top with 60 points, followed by your Los Angeles Kings with 53 points.
Yeah.
Trailed now by, I guess you could say, the surging Calgary Flames.
Yeah.
With 52 points.
They've won their last 6, man.
Yeah, which I'm glad they're back in this because I like Calgary.
I don't like them so good right now. They're only a point behind the Kings. I don't like that. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
They are trailed by San Jose with 48 points. Anaheim 5th with 47 points. I don't know why they're struggling. The Edmonton Oilers at 41 points. Vancouver's in 7th with 40 points. Followed by the team down in the basement, always looking up, your Seattle Coyotes, 26 points.
There you go. So there you have it. So it'll be interesting to see what happens to some of these teams when the trade deadline comes around, and who's willing to give up or make that move to improve their record.
I think Arizona's going to trade for a moving truck. We'll give you our first-round pick and a conditional 2019-20 pick for that 20-foot moving truck. Or one of those pods.
Yeah, for a pod.
Yeah.
So their players wouldn't have to haul it themselves.
They just need to move.
Another little tidbit. I don't know if you've been kind of keeping up with this or not, but if you went over to our web page, on charts page, you'll see how many more days that you have left before you get to watch a Stanley Cup. It is now down. The official number is 864 days, 12 hours, 44 minutes, and 12 seconds. So, there you go.
Well, that number could change because once I start seeing these medical bills, it might increase.
Let's hope not. So that's it. We'll wrap it up right here, Howie. Thank you all for listening and watching the podcast. You can go over to our website at www.allstargame.com PluckDropsHere.com. Go over to our podcast page and you can catch all our latest and past podcasts there. Give us a like on Facebook. Send us a tweet on Twitter. Send us an email at Jon and Howie, PluckDropsHere.com. And with that, Howie, we will see you all next week. Do you have anything else to add?
No.
Okay. With that, we bid you all adieu.
See ya.